When I worked in law, I vividly remember a conversation with a partner where he was discussing the team's work, and he said margins are really tight at the moment and everyone's been squeezed really hard, and it's really good for the bottom line and we need to keep squeezing them. And I don't want to hear this stuff about burnout. If I come back into the office at 7 p.m. at night and people aren't there, then they're not working hard enough, and they're well paid and they just need to get on with it. And this is not me about to bag out that partner. He was under a lot of pressure. There were a lot of financial targets. And I sat there as the person that helped him manage the team, and I said nothing. I said nothing. I didn't say that I was struggling. I didn't say that I thought that the approach was short-sighted and it would lead to people being more stressed and less productive, or that it would result in people being off work. I just sat there. I sat there and I acquiesced. I may have even said things that tacitly suggested that I agreed with what I was saying. And I have beat myself up over the years about that exchange, because I deeply, deeply believe that at that time, had I had a calm, productive conversation with that partner about why I didn't think that that was the right approach, I deeply, deeply believe that he would have listened, right? And things could have been different. But I said nothing. We carried on. And actually, the end result was that I was the one that ended up signed off work with stress and burnout, okay? And when I look back now, I can have a great deal of compassion for myself about why I was not able to challenge and speak my truth at that time. I loved the fact that I was like the golden girl and I was approved of, and it was a male in authority. So I think it mirrored kind of childhood relationships that I'd had, where I learned that you don't challenge males in authority. And yet now when I look back, I'm like, if I had the access now to say what I wanted to say in a productive way, in a kind way, how different might things have been for me? How different might things have been for the team? And this and various other experiences have been the catalyst for me to do so much work on myself, so that I have got access to use my voice to state my piece, but also state my case, but also to do it in a way that lands, that people can understand, that isn't blamey, that isn't shamey, but this just comes from a place of really being able to access what I want to say. And this is so, so important for all of you too, right? You might be able to show up and state your case in a workplace environment, but when it comes to vulnerable conversations with your partner, maybe you shut down, maybe you don't have the challenging conversation, maybe you're fine in those situations, but then when it comes to going home and seeing your parents, your family, you notice that you shut down. One of the most empowering things that you can do in your life is to have access to your voice, to know what it is that you want, to know what it is that you want to say, to have the ability to say it in a way that lands well, so that what you aren't doing is abandoning yourself all over the place in order to keep you safe. This is the stuff that I teach you in my Find Your Voice masterclass. Do not let the fact that it is a low-cost class put you off. I am giving you the tools that you need to be able to find and access and use your voice. The class changes every month. I give you new tools. We go through new materials. This month we are focusing on being able to do this work in the time that you have, as well as giving you access to your voice. The class is Monday the 19th of February. I'm teaching it live at 4 p.m. There will be a replay. Let me share with you the tools that I have learned over the last 5 years, through experience, through training, through working with hundreds of clients, to help them access their true voice. Let me give you this information so that you aren't in the situation that I'm in, shutting down and not able to say what you think. Sign up in the comments, and I hope to see you on Monday.